A group of soldiers were training in the wilderness when a fireball suddenly crashed down from the sky.
Take cover!
When the smoke cleared, a huge yellow robot appeared before them. It was Bumblebee. The officer froze, not knowing what to do. But when Bumblebee heard reinforcements approaching, he fled into the jungle in panic. As soon as the officer recovered, he led his men in pursuit. They caught up to Bumblebee before long. He suddenly transformed into a jeep right in front of everyone. Under heavy gunfire, Bumblebee could only flee desperately. After dodging an artillery shell, he pulled out a 5-meter sword, sliced 2 giant trees, and temporarily blocked the soldiers' path. But he didn't get far before they caught up again. He tried to run into a mine, only to be sent flying by an armored vehicle. All the soldiers quickly surrounded him. Just then, Bumblebee spoke.
Please, this is a mistake.
The soldiers were completely stunned. They never expected such a massive machine to be able to talk. Bumblebee said he didn't want to hurt anyone, but moments later, a fighter jet flew toward them from a distance. The officer thought it was reinforcements. Instead, it unleashed a barrage of missiles. In an instant, flames erupted everywhere, and many soldiers were killed or wounded. Bumblebee's mortal enemy had arrived. The enemy robot quickly transformed and fought Bumblebee head-on. The 2 giants battled from the ground up the mountain, but Bumblebee was constantly overpowered. Planning to later fight Optimus Prime, the enemy severely damaged Bumblebee's systems and threw him off a cliff. As the robot prepared to finish Bumblebee off, Bumblebee gathered all his strength for one final strike and successfully killed his opponent. But he was also gravely injured, with severe malfunctions in his core. He collapsed wearily by the river and used his last bit of energy to turn into a Volkswagen Beetle. After a long time, a girl found the car in a junkyard. She was overjoyed and quickly got in to check it out. The inside was filthy and covered in dust, but she was still thrilled. She couldn't afford anything better. When the owner learned she wanted to buy it, he gave it to her without hesitation. The girl drove the beat-up car away and everyone thought she was crazy. But no one knew her life was about to change forever. That night, the girl was about to fix the car when she looked under it and saw a pair of eyes. She ran out in terror, but soon realized Bumblebee meant no harm. He shyly hid in the corner like a naughty schoolboy. The girl bravely stepped forward and gently greeted him. But when Bumblebee saw the wrench in her hand, he backed away in fear. She quickly put the tool away and raised her hands to show she was harmless. Seeing her gesture, Bumblebee leaned his face toward her. His cute, innocent behavior surprised and delighted the girl. From that day on, Bumblebee stayed and a deep friendship between them began. Meanwhile, 2 more robots arrived on Earth, also Bumblebee's enemies. Upon seeing humans, they attacked cruelly for no reason, beating one man to a pulp. They then tracked Bumblebee's location, transformed into 2 cars, and raced to attack him. This must be the most clumsy and chaotic robot ever. When he saw a dog squeeze through a pet door, he tried to poke his head through too, but the door was too small and he crashed right through it. He wandered into the living room to experience human life, but his huge size knocked things over with every move. He spotted a bottle of soda on the table and tried to grab it, only to crush the can and spray soda everywhere. He swatted at it in panic and broke the table. Scared, he backed up and knocked over furniture left and right. Soon he found a new toy, a TV. He tried to sit on the couch to watch it, and naturally the couch collapsed under him. Next, he found a coffee machine and started messing with it. When he turned the dial, coffee poured out non-stop. He tried to stop it with his hand, but it only spilled more. In a panic, he ripped the plug out and carried the machine away. Then he curiously stuck his finger into an electrical outlet. When the girl came home, she couldn't believe her eyes. It looked like a tornado had hit. But seeing Bumblebee's guilty, timid look, she couldn't bring herself to be angry. She quickly took him away from the mess. Later, the girl drove Bumblebee to a classmate's party, only to be mocked by another girl.
This car is an embarrassment. You should have your dad buy you a better one.
Upset, she left the party, still angry. That night, she took Bumblebee to get revenge. Bumblebee grabbed a carton of eggs and covered the girl's car with them, then stomped on it a few times for good measure. But the noise was too loud and woke the girl's family. Bumblebee quickly turned back into a car and escaped with the girl. On the way back, Bumblebee was speeding and caught the attention of the police. To evade them, he automatically accelerated, drifting around mountain roads. With the police closing in, he drove right along the edge of a cliff, even extending an arm to hold the guardrail for balance. His amazing moves terrified the girl, but the police kept chasing. When they entered a tunnel and the police caught up, Bumblebee quickly reclined the seats, making the police think the car was driverless. The road grew narrower, and Bumblebee pulled off even more incredible stunts.